In the quiet community of Duckworth in western St. Thomas, there's a massive historical ruin that almost no one talks about. At first, nobody could tell me exactly what it was, but after digging into some old records, I found information that made me extremely curious. So I decided to hike out here and see this place for myself and understand what really stood here and what history might still be hidden in these ruins. But something unexpected happened. While filming this location, I was actually told to stop recording. Now, I am going to show you exactly what I found here, and you can decide for yourself what you think about the situation.
I shouldn't be on his property. Bless up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are in a community called Duckworth in western St. Thomas. We are going in search of the Duckworth Aqueduct. Now this is gonna be very fascinating, guys. Reason being, the Duckworth Plantation was not listed on the 1804 map. However, it was listed in the archives, and the reason for this is that this plantation was started in 1810. However, it was a large plantation. I'm going to be giving you some real intricate details about this estate as we go along. But guys, I don't know Mr. Warner. Alright? Yeah, so the owner of this estate was Mr. Charles White. Alright? He came to Jamaica in 1807. Yeah? He was a planter and he acquired land here in Duckworth. When he came to Jamaica, he was living in Kingston. Then he acquired land here in Duckworth. One strange fact about Mr. White is that he wrote to the king and he requested a name change. He wanted to adopt the last name Williams because he said that he was well known as Williams in Jamaica. Now, I don't really understand that because normally people would get the names of their masters, but he requested a name change, anglicized the name. He got it and he was then known as Charles White Williams. According to the records, a lot of these plantations that were started in the 1800s, they were coffee plantations, and the reason for that is that sugarcane was on the decline, so they came up here in the hills of western St. Thomas to start the coffee plantations. So I think that would have been a coffee plantation, but it was a large plantation, guys. And from the records, it says that there was the aqueduct, the water mill, the water mill race, there was houses for workers, there was the master's quarters, the planter quarters, and the great house. So I'm gonna see what we can find, guys, what is left. I think the aqueduct should still be there. I don't think it can be moved. So let us see what we find, and yeah, let's start. A lot of houses up here are abandoned. People only come and go, they don't really stay. Piece of whole wall right here. Just look like a barrier wall for the house. Look at the river that normally coming over there. beautiful hillsides, guys. It's a river down there. Got the hillside up there. That's the river down there, guys. Like them double run some pipe. Let's see if we can find the truck now. We'll go for the aqueduct, I think, through here, so through the go there. Wow. See it already, peeps. You see it? I don't know if you can see it, but me see it. I'll take off my shades. 1 second. Guys, I did not expect to reach this one so fast. And that's walls behind me, you know. Old walls. Colonial construction. And there's more. I'm gonna show you a lot more. Alright? So now follow me. Yeah guys, so if you look here, a wall, listen up peeps. You look on the wall, yeah? You see this? Let me show you better. You look on the wall, yeah? You go right across. You see? This is really huge. Yeah? I'm not know what this. I'll go down when you can get a better look. Look guys. See? That's the whole wall right there. It's wide. And look on that, look how the wall wide fits. Really wide. And if you look around here, there's another part. Now go over there, so look here. There are more walls over here, guys. I'm not sure if this would have been the mill, the water mill that we're in, but this is another wall right here. Yeah. Whoa, I may see more over there, so too. You see that? Look over there, so soon show you that, peeps. Alright, so let me show you this side over here. Yeah guys, they built it into stone. This is the wall right here, please. Yeah? But it was built into the stone. I'm not sure why they did that, and if you look here, there are also walls right here along. and this is very old, but they claim that this estate started in 1810. However, I know that this is older than a lot of the estates that are here, so we'll go up further. We're actually walking on old walls, guys. You see this? Old walls. More old walls. All part of the construction. You look over this one now, guys. Never find out about that. But first, I'll show you this. Now look on this. You see this? This is part of the aqueduct. It ended here, but back then it didn't end here. It would have gone over to the water mill. That's what's over there. If you look, there are more walls going down there. This is the corner of the wall right here. And there was a wall coming across, as I noticed. I'm not sure what would have been right here coming across. That really contradicts the whole thing. But if you look, that's the old wall. And there's a wall here coming across. Yeah? You see, lizard? Alright, so I'm going to go further, guys. There's still walls here, as you notice. There's still walls here. This is the aqueduct. Really huge. Here's the arch again. Well, it's just one arch because there are more. I'm going to show you all of them. We're actually on the plantation. Once we go through this aqueduct, we're on the plantation. Alright, someone is farming here, so I don't really want to venture out on someone's farm. But look, here are the walls, guys. Yo! Yo! Here are the walls, guys. And if you notice, they did coffee here. Oh, I know they did coffee. I'll soon tell you now. Alright? Let me show you the rest of the wall then. Someone is farming here. Big up to the farmer who do the farming. I packed show this, you know, guys. See it pretty? And look. Those are walls. Those are walls right there. Then you have a next tier. Then you have a next tier going up. These would have been places that the coffee would have put to dry. One set down here, one set up there, going up further. The house that would have been in the middle, right there. Yeah? But it's all broken down. So we'll go down further. Now over here, guys, we have the water mill. Let me show you this. And guys, I'm on people property, so if somebody tell me to leave, then I would have to leave, alright? Even though I'm been known in this area, I still don't like to trespass on people's private property. Alright, so this would have been a water mill. But may I check to see if a water wheel would have been here. Because a water wheel could have been here. This statue here, guys. Big. Let me look now. So the mill ended here. Yeah, it's another piece of wall, but let me see around here. The wall going straight down, guys. Alright. Whoa. A spillway going down here, you know, peeps. Let me show you. It's a spillway. You see that? It's a spillway going right down from here. So the water would, I think the water would run off the aqueduct up there Or maybe there would be an entrance down there where the water comes from, and then it runs through here, going down. So the aqueduct no, lie. The aqueduct never continued. This wall over there, guys, that wall over there, it went down and then went around there. It just surrounded this watermill. So this is the original wall, the aqueduct wall, and it goes down, but it's not an aqueduct anymore. Honestly. Guys, now look, that's another wall right there where the tree grew up on. So see the wall here, peeps. Alright, this is the wall right here. It's coming from there and it comes down. But then when you come here, the wall done right here. That wall right there, it comes back out here. Dog, here's some big dog. You see how they stick them there for nothing. I use piece of stick them there. Yeah guys, go on this one I'll show you. The wall right there, it came back all the way around. So, have a look here, so. I think them dog about. Alright, so this would have been the watermill right here. So now look inside. Okay, this is inside of the watermill. Nothing unusual about it. Yeah, chill. You know the dog can rush me. But yeah guys, this is the watermill right here. So a window right there, so I don't know what that was for. I'm not sure why it done right here, so yeah. I'm not sure why it done right here, so if this was the watermill, you know. I'll get a better look. Alright, so the tree that break down there, so that hole they never did, so there seems to be another window around there. But this is the only place that I see was actually a window. Yeah. This plantation is not listed on the map, as they said it was built in 1810. However, Mr. White was here from 1807. He was already a planter. So what was he doing? Why he had to change his last name, and why he had to wait so long before starting the estate, I'm not sure. Alright, so look guys, look. One tier, I'm not going to the people in farm. One tier right there. If you look up, there's another wall right there, and if you look up further, there's another wall. And this reminds me, guys, this reminds me of a plantation of a great house that we found in Mount Vernon. And remember the one there? I'll show you a clip of that.
So, we're still in the back part of the house. We're still in the mansion, you know. We see mansion in those days wasn't upstairs and downstairs. Mansion in those days was huge and stretched back. So we are still within the confine of this mansion. Now you see, what we're leading to is this. And the next level is above us there. We are accessing or entering a barbecue where the sugar cane and the coffee used to be left to dry.
It was the same thing with the levels going up, and any plantation, any estate that has these levels, these different areas, like different, what do I call it now? I don't remember the word, but they use it in farming also to avoid erosion. But when you see the stones like that, the walls like that, one level down here, one level up there. You see one level down here, one up there, and it go right up. it was coffee, guys. Alright, any plantation you see as this design, it was coffee. They did coffee, yeah. That's the rest of the wall, guys. But now I can't get to go over there because it's someone's farm. Alright, but we'll go further up and see if we can trace the aqueduct. The aqueduct go the other way, yeah. Here is the aqueduct from this side, and it's well built, you know, peeps. You see that? It's well built. That's the other arch. I'm not sure no light going down. But look at these walls. See, there's even another level right here. Let me show you from here. Down. You see? One level, then another level, then another level. It was for coffee. Yeah? So I only wish I had seen someone where I could go up there and get a better look at it. Here's another part of the aqueduct, guys. You see this? I don't see nothing yet. Alright. I'll show you something. Yeah. Seems like there were buildings over there. I'm gonna check. But wanna look here. That's the aqueduct going down in a piece. Yeah. It's another wall. You see, the Heritage Trust, I doubt if the Heritage Trust even know that this, I'm not referring to any other estate in Jamaica. This one, I doubt if they know this one exists. You know? Because people really know so this they're gone a long time. You see red brick them around the edge? It's original, peeps. And the only one like this right now, the only two like this I know of right now is in Montego Bay and the Mona Aqueduct in St. Andrew. Yeah? Alright, so we'll go up further because I never did. I came here already, you know. As I tell you, a lot of these sites I went there, I came to a lot of these sites just to see them. But then I always find stuff where I never did see. The part here break down. See? And then I can go up there. Go look. You feel me if I go up there? Tell me. Just not wide enough. I now go up there now, guys. You don't see the sense. Next time I go up there on a stone, roll down or something block. That would be my own self. I put my own self in a danger. Alright. This is another piece. This is another piece down here. Bless up. Yo, you know me though? Yeah, I'm here short down. Alright, me do history and archaeology. Me just show out and see if nobody over here comes to somebody a farm. I'm going to get my camera. It's just this. I just need this part. I already started. That's not a good look, bro. Boy, did you see anyone? I'm going to get my camera. It's just this. I just need this part. I already started. That's not a good look, bro. I'm gonna get my camera. My camera is right here filming. Yeah, guys, this is the aqueduct wall. I'm not gonna go any further because this man say I shouldn't be on his property, and he's not going easy. He's being strict. Guys, you know, say somebody where know about the property time I've come over here. I've been here before. I've filmed this place before. I actually grew up in the area. Now this man, I'm not sure who he is. I think he's the owner of the property. But he's like, no. I'm not even sure if it's his property. You know? Is it even your land? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave. He's just, no. He doesn't even want to have a conversation. You know? And I'm not sure what's going on. See? I have my camera and everything in my hand. I film. I've never ever encountered anything like this doing history. Never ever before. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look for our country. We're trying to maintain the history of the country and we're being stopped. And it's not affecting the person. How can I ask permission when there's no one to ask? And then I see him and I'm asking and he's still no. Guys, that's the other piece of the wall. You see, I'm not gonna get shot in this bush, you know. So I'm gonna leave and try to find something else to show you guys. Yeah. Yeah, guys, so I did not get any permission. I tried to get permission and he's the one they said that control around that side. Seems he bought it, but I don't think, I'm not sure. Can someone let me know if he has right to stop me from filming the historical site? I'm not sure. I'm gonna want to impede on about the property. However, the aqueduct runs, follow the river, go up the road. So I'm gonna see if there's a dam up the road where the aqueduct comes from, because there has to be somewhere where the water comes from the river to get onto the aqueduct. And then we find somewhere else to get over there. Alright? So yeah, we're gonna do that, guys. Now follow me. Let me show you all this.
You want to see the aqueduct?
Yes, that one.
Alright, just see that man there going there, sir?
Yeah.
You go and you see the road now just back there, sir, man. Just follow just right in that place. Alright. See the whole arch. That's the aqueduct. Alright. Just go right there, sir, not far. See that big mango tree there, sir?
Yeah.
By the reach there, sir? You can, if you could have seen, if you didn't know where there, you would have seen.
Now we'll find it.
Yeah, man, I just say so, man.
Alright, respect here.
Yes,
And watch this. The aqueduct, the peeps. You see it?
Duckworth Plantation was a colonial era agricultural estate located in the Duckworth district of Western St. Thomas. The plantation developed during the early 19th century and was owned by the English planter Charles White Williams, whose life connects the site to the wider plantation economy that once operated across eastern Jamaica. Charles White Williams was born Charles White in 1769 in England. He was the son of Thomas White, a schoolmaster who lived in Lambeth, London. In his will, written in 1805, Thomas White referred to his son as Charles White of Kingston, Jamaica, merchant. This confirms that Charles White had already established himself in Jamaica by the early 1800s and was involved in trade before becoming a plantation owner. Before acquiring land, Charles White worked as a merchant in Kingston, which at the time was Jamaica's most important commercial center. Merchants played a major role in the colonial economy, exporting agricultural products and supplying plantations with goods and equipment. Through these commercial connections, some merchants eventually invested in plantations themselves, and Charles White followed that path.
Here, Akeem.
Yeah.
You afraid of Duppy? And some you know you afraid of Duppy, dog?
No.
Oh, come here, tell you someone behind you.
Alright.
In 1808, Charles White formally petitioned the British Crown to change his name to Charles White Williams. In the petition, he explained that he was already known by the surname Williams in Jamaica, and he wished to make the change official. After the request was granted, he legally adopted the name Charles White Williams. That same year, he married Harriet Chubb in London, and the couple later had several children. By 1810, Charles White Williams was recorded as the owner of Duckworth Plantation in St. Thomas. Plantations of this period were large agricultural estates that included cultivated land, processing areas, housing for workers, livestock areas, and various infrastructure needed to support agricultural production. Duckworth operated during a time when estates in eastern Jamaica formed an important part of the island's export economy.
Yes, I found the arch. Yeah. Okay. So this wall, this aqueduct wall doesn't go any further, right? Oh, because then we're going. Okay. Oh, so we're actually in the foundation of the building right now. Okay, because. Guys, I'm really sorry about that. You know, it's somewhere I've been already. More than one people tell me, say, like, yeah, I can go ahead. You know, even the man just now, he would have given me the go ahead. That's the one I asked, not the one that told me to come off the property. But he says that it's that man who owns the land now. You know, I'm not sure why he does that. So, like, why, you know, I'm filming the thing? How is it gonna affect you? There was no one to ask permission, you know, and I'm somebody who is known. But anyway, at least we see a lot of it, guys. I'm gonna show you the next side. I'm gonna try to see where the aqueduct comes from. Let me look over here in the river, because there has to be a dam where it comes from, and I think I know where it is, but may I look still. I think I know where it is. So I won't be able to show you guys the Great House. The Great House is over there in the bush, you know, but I won't be able to show you that because, yeah, unless I can find another route to the Great House. However, with him blocking my path, I won't be able to do that. That's a wall down there, it's not a dam. It couldn't have been because that wall is not old enough. That wall is not old enough. So I'm gonna go further. road is dusty. Really dusty. There has to be a dam where the aqueduct comes from. Now Mr. Donald used to live over there, so a man will plant the flowers them. Like this man farmed a lot of flowers. Look at that stone, guys. The aqueduct is over there in the bush. Yeah? So I'm gonna try to find where it come from. This is a river coming from up in the hills. I'm not sure if it's not this the dam, but that's the wall dam. Okay. So we'll go further and see if we can see where it come from. It has to be coming from somewhere up here, and there has to be a dam where they divert the water to the aqueduct. I'm just so angry. Yes, I'm hungry. I did not get a chance to see or to show you guys the rest of the aqueduct. Let me see if nothing out from the river were significant. It's the river, guys. Still no walls, no dam, and you really have to look because these things can hide once nature take over. I'll go further. Bless up, family. One aqueduct over there, sir, right? The aqueduct, man, the old wall. Yeah, man, it's over there, sir, but it's supposed to go up the road, you know, because if you have somewhere the water go up on it.
Okay.
You have no structure like none dam or nothing up on the river. Because when we look from satellite view, I see some concrete in the river up there, so.
I know the nose still bonafide.
Okay, okay.
Even the original boat.
Okay. Oh, you know, oh, alright. Respect, yeah? Yeah, man. Okay, alright. Yeah. Yeah, guys. That's the river down there.
Now, although Duckworth was primarily known as a sugar plantation, the hills of western St. Thomas were also well suited for coffee cultivation. Many estates in eastern Jamaica combined agricultural systems. Sugar was often grown in the valleys, while coffee was planted in higher elevations where the cooler climate was ideal for coffee trees. Evidence of coffee cultivation can still be found in the area today, and signs of old coffee growth suggest that parts of the surrounding hills may have once supported coffee production connected to the plantation landscape.
Oh! Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Water everywhere. One aqueduct there over there, so I did film already.
Yeah.
May I try find the entrance, because the water must go up on it somewhere now. I think some up on the river where the water come from to go up on it, you know. Unless, because you always know the hills, you know. So maybe we know.
The water here?
Alright, you see the old structure there down there, so the old thing is a water used to run on it, the aqueduct, you know. So them used to use it to bring water go down there. So may I say it run, because me follow it one at a time come right up, you know. Not so far up still, but may I say it must have come from somewhere the water there. So may I go up and look at me see no structure. Nothing up on the river like no dam or nothing like that, where they built from a long time. Like nothing on the river where they built from a long time, like no dam, no stone structure. Maybe wash over. But the aqueduct, the water from the river have to get on the aqueduct somewhere. From the river. Them can't take it up short up there, is it?
Where?
Alright, when I go down there and go across the bridge, there's an aqueduct over there. It carried water from the river to the Duckworth Plantation because they normally do coffee. You see me? But then it's not just but it was
water never used to come there.
no, that was water used to run from top part. Any aqueduct you see, that's water it run.
Where they usually wash down the coffee?
Yeah, them use it for water. Them use it for water plant the plantation. So I'm wondering if it's from this river or if it go back through the hill.
Look, see that gully there, so we're going right up.
One gully there, so?
Look, you see there now, here?
Yeah.
There's a gully. Behind that.
Is there any old structure around there, no stone wall, nothing?
No, I mean, I think so. Awesome.
You sure?
Only piece of wall.
Yeah, it would have come right up to the gully.
It will come from up Mr. Foot.
What part else in the bush we can see it?
No, Nowhere
It
else
broke down.
unless you go for Mr. Foot.
And then broke down from Mr. Foot, come all the way down here. So
It there in the bush somewhere down there, so come. The
Down our
follow it.
shield.
Me did follow it come up apart.
One bridge there and you go over. Yeah, and
No.
then so you attack.
Yeah, and when you go over, we follow it come up to where for one house or one lady live. Is it no one little? Me did one video over there already, you know. One little lady. I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know if she's still alive. Because 6 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, then Miss over Miss Daisy then.
I think I saw she name for you, you know.
But it from you see years ago back up.
Oh, them lick it down. Who is Mr. Foot? The house front of Miss Beckford?
No man, you see where the water wheel there up on my graph up, listen?
Oh, I got my graph already. Up there set I come from?
Yeah, up this way.
So I never see it. I'm going to go over there. I'm go over there and do video, you know.
Up this way that come from,
You
man.
see this? But out there that come
And
from.
You see the video for you?
And the water, them wash the coffee. Slavery days people wash down the coffee. Can you see over which part me live? You can't see the barbecue.
Alright, you see the little old square building where you see next to the aqueduct? That would have been a water mill. That are where the you see the aqueduct, me know them wash the coffee, you know, but them use it to bring water upon the
Because
plantation.
it used to come from
Every
out there, so.
you see every plantation always have an aqueduct. Remember me find one of Mount Lebanos? You have one of
Yeah,
Mobile,
and
you
the
have the
same
one of
thing.
water transfer, man, is it? Because if no one of Mobile, they never used to do coffee at Mobile, you know, but for water, isn't it? I mean, I go up the road further, see, because I see a piece of concrete in the river from satellite view. I'm curious to know why, you know. Yeah. Alright, respect, yeah?
Yeah, man.
I want to tell you some more time. I go someplace and I say, you know, say something out there, so. And the people in the community say, no, I never see it yet. And you know, I go out there and find it.
Yeah.
I'm have a look.
Yeah, man.
And you're showing the old one of the cross, so. Alright. Respect, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's another bridge showing the river. So we go down there. You know me, I walk my good lane up all on this castle, don't yeah, of course. Me alone. Then it's me alone. Yeah, I'm alone go everywhere. Yeah. Other punch of the steel to you out with you. Yeah, I'm alone. Eh? No, me alone. And but then it was just me and one person. It was me and Hakim. But me alone now. I go out because I feel been known in a St. Thomas. And St. Thomas safe. Alright, big up. Yeah guys, so yeah, everyone always think that it's me and someone. She says she think it's like the rest of crew would be behind me coming. No guys, it's just me. Alright, so on a serious note, that man shouldn't have done that. However, it's his property. And as I always say, everyone reserve their right to their privacy. Alright? So no disrespect to you, Mr. Big Man. Alright? Yeah, but anyway, the aqueduct, now that she says that it goes directly up to Mr. Foot, who is up where Mr. McGrath farm is. You remember, guys, where I did that video where I found the water wheel, one of the only maintained water wheel. Well, it's not used, but it's maintained where you can see exactly says a water wheel and all of that. I'm gonna show you a clip from that, but they're saying that it comes from up there. However, I did not see it that day when I went up there, you know, but there was a water wheel, a small water wheel. I don't think that they really push water from there. I could have come down here. Yo, the water wheel up, yo. Babes, the water wheel up. I never see one yet in my life. We find a water wheel, we can actually see what it look like. We find a great house, but we know what it look like. Don't find a water wheel, we know what it look like. We want to see. We can't take out the zinc, man.
Yeah?
We can't take out the zinc. Oh, somebody nailed the zinc to protect it from water.
No, the zinc. Near and pan at the board, the zinc. I come across here over here.
Okay.
I told her butter to carry the water to the wheel.
I can't come here and show them. The peeps. These are the water wheel, peeps. It's a water wheel for real. Show them down now. The thing I go down in there. The thing I go down there. Come here.
No, I don't know.
Go down in there. Go down in there. Peeps, so you see how this building of the stone wall? And the first water wheel we saw. The first water wheel we are finding, peeps. And this in a good condition. I can't stand up on it. I'm not fret you say it have a broke on it, but it not turn still. I wish we could have make it turn. So this used to generate the water, peeps. Yeah, man. So, yeah, peeps, you still want to see it from a different angle. Yeah. These are the water right here.
See it,
And here you turn it around and say, I'm not a wall enough. Come across that. That's our seat.
sit down in there.
It's a water wheel, European construction. There's still a man done. We saw one date with the point on the side of the street. We said 1831 the point. We're going to see, but we're going to see first. See if we was around there. Go on this side.
Bush that there.
Oh, you don't know what in? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You always have the water wheel beside the gully. We prove one more thing again, peeps. I told you this side could have helped us so much. They always have the wheel beside the gully. So that's the water wheel, peeps. And that necklace scratch me something. Scratch me. Watch it. What else?
You play there.
Scratch me. How much are you coming? Oh, see ya. Let me take a picture. So peeps, that's it. Move them bush off me, okay? Front tight. No, that's the front tight. A little piece of the front tight. The peeps. C. Fletchers and Company, London and Derby. 1873 engineers. Right. Yeah. So I knew it was London. I knew it was British construction, European construction. So this proved that this was actually erected in 1873, peeps. Once again, to show us that the construction of those buildings we have been finding are older than we really think. Alright. So this is the water wheel. Peeps, I know we are now to see the hanging tree. See the thing when people don't really know the history because they don't teach the history in school. You see now the lady is actually saying that this is the coffee that was washed down on the aqueduct, you know, because that's oral tales that she grew up hearing. However, as we all know, the aqueduct was used for water. I mean, it could be used in some way for coffee because I have some aqueduct with a double tier, which we don't know, so we could have said, yeah, well, one part was used for coffee. But it was for water, to take water to the plantation, yeah? So as I said, I see something out on the riverside. And I know there has to be a structure on the riverside. So I'm gonna go out there and see if it is out there. If I want me to look for the out there, and so that I can, what do I call it, satisfy myself, yeah? So, and I think you all will be feeling more satisfied also. Alright, here we go out here, so. I can't see them from here, so, but I'm gonna look. No, I can't see them from here, so a lot of people will say that nothing is on the river.
But one of the most remarkable structures associated with the estate is a large stone aqueduct. The aqueduct was designed to transport water across the property, supplying water to plantation buildings and agricultural operations. Water systems were an essential part of plantation infrastructure and often required careful engineering to move water through hilly terrain. While exploring the area, the structure I came across appears to be part of this historic water system. Its size and the construction show that Duckworth was once a well-developed estate with significant infrastructure supporting its agricultural activity.
We'll go out here up on the riverside and see if these structures that I saw, if they are historic or if they are even there, because satellite imagery can be tricky at times, you know. And if this aqueduct ran all the way go up and then broke it down, like, you think we could have seen one or two T sites? I don't know, but I don't want to go over and nobody farm, you know. And them stone look tricky. Alright, so I'll take a chance. Just hope it's not the same man own up here, so. Alright, reach over, safe. Just hope I can go back over safe and step in the water. Alright. So there is no sign of it up here, just stones. And right now, I'm not too keen on trespassing on anyone's property. So I'm gate right here, so I'm not going no further. Just stones. And a piece of the aqueduct could be up there, you know. But we'll never find out, guys. I really won't. You know, owners have changed in these places over the years, and I haven't been here for a while, so I kind of understand that. However, let me look down here, so let's see, because this is a truck. No, I'm not going further down there, so no waves around here. What's that? It's a stone. Look like one round hole cut tonight. But it seems them pushed down everything for true for coffee farming. Maybe that's what they did, because there were a lot of coffee over here now, guys. You know? Anyway, I'll go further. Let's see, then I can see. Guys, there should be a dam somewhere here. There should be a dam on the river. I'm not see it. Nah, see it, guys. A dam put up on the river. Why am I not seeing a dam? What look up this one? This is something like this one? Concrete. I can't see it, I'm gonna go up further.
Charles White Williams continued to own Duckworth Plantation until his death on the 5th of February 1832. After his death, the estate passed into the hands of trustees and family members who continued managing the property during the 19th century. In 1834, the system was abolished throughout the British Empire. Plantation owners were financially compensated by the British government for the loss of their labor force, while the people who had worked on these estates received no compensation. The proprietors of Duckworth Plantation later filed a claim for 284 laborers who had been registered on the estate and were awarded over £5,000 sterling in compensation. Today, much of Duckworth Plantation has disappeared into the landscape. However, traces of the estate remain scattered throughout the area, including stone ruins, foundations, and the aqueduct structure. These surviving features provide a glimpse into the scale of the plantation and the agricultural systems that once operated in this part of St. Thomas. But standing here today, the ruins and the aqueduct are among the last of the visible reminders of the history that once shaped this quiet community.
What I saw just now. Alright, so I'll go up a little further, show you some more of the community. Let's see if we can find no more of the aqueduct, if there's any entrances to go across the river where it's no one's property. I'll tie my shoes, yes. There's a house over there. I know that a piece of the aqueduct has to be left in the bush over there. If the man that just give me the go ahead, my plan to left is just search for the whole light and trace it, you know. Do you know? I get up. So house over there. A peas that a pop so. Peas them a pop like somebody a pop them. A jackfruit on the tree. Yeah. So guys, I'm going on a bus here. Nobody would know. Development? No, remember say history me doing now, the aqueduct across the bridge. There's a video I'm going to make you across from Mr. Donald across the road, he just said. I just walk and look, you see me? So guys, this is basically the site. I just made this so that you could understand. So this would be the bridge I went across, went down here through the track. This would be the wall, the first piece of wall, the big piece of wall that I found. The other piece over here. This would be one of the wall alongside the path that I showed you. One of them was low, but I showed you it. The other one is over here. And you know, this is the aqueduct. This is the mill. This is the other piece of building that is in front of the mill, and this is the other piece that goes down and come around. These would have been the barbecue, as they call it. You know, I know I'm not a great artist, but suppose me tell us some of the things in my mind. Blessings everyone, and thank you for watching this video. Alright, in regards to that situation, I won't say much about that. I will leave you guys to tell me what you think. Alright. Now, the aqueduct, when I found it the first time, when I saw it the first time, I didn't have any information about it. I was basically guessing. However, the other day it ran back in my mind and I said, let me do some deep search and see what I can find. You know, and I found it because when I saw it the first time, because it wasn't on the James Robertson map, I thought it wasn't listed. However, yeah, I got the information. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if there is anything else that you need to know about that location, you can always contact me at the email address provided. Alright, I want to tell you too, you know, you see when I came back across the bridge and went up on the main road, peeps, I ride across the side of them bush that my grandfather used to farm before he died, you know. you know. And I think this man knows me. I think, I'm not gonna assume, but I think he was the same person that gave me the go ahead the first time. However, I'm gonna leave it at that still. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure having you here. If you haven't yet subscribed to Elite Jamaica, please consider doing so. Alright, and give the video a thumbs up, as that really does help the channel. Y'all stay blessed and see you in the next one.